Hey, what up? 8-Bit here. Alright, so this Therabits thing that I'm doing, in session thing, the reason that I'm doing this the most is my son. He goes through some things that I haven't been able to get close enough to understand yet, and he's caught up in a whole mess of stuff. But he's in a place now, at least, where it's a whole lot better than where he was going for what's going on with him. And, we call mental health, emotional health. There's, I don't know, whatever people want to call. But the reason I'm doing it is to try to be strong to talk about it. Because I know he didn't have anybody to talk to about it. And a lot of people are afraid to talk about things. So I may not get so deep and hardcore into the meat of how some things are, but I will generally talk about it because I don't know if it's going to help. I hope it helps my son, helps anybody else that's struggling, going through emotional abuse is a real thing. Everybody, it doesn't matter, man, woman, it doesn't matter. There are people that do suffer that and go through that. And they're in a situation where the people all around them make them feel like they're crazy. The people that are going through it, they feel like they're crazy. The gaslighting, we all know this, what these words are and what they mean. But the experience, it's subtle, it's slow. It doesn't happen right away. So that's why people get caught up in it. Even the strongest. Because it's love. Love allows you, or lets you, and lets you do things, and lets you allow things that you wouldn't allow otherwise with people that you don't love that deep. Love is, because generally I love everybody. But then you got the people you love. So, and the hardest part for me on the situation I'm in is because it was my first real love when I was like 18. So, yeah, it was brief. I was young. I didn't know. I came from a world of chaos and all kinds of abuses. So, I didn't know. All I know is how it felt for me at that time. And how, with her, the perception was the same. I didn't know anything was different. But that relationship was brief, a few months. And then, 20 something years later, she finds me and reconnects with me. Of course I wanted to see. So I think that's the hardest part. I'm generally over that part now. I just want it to be really done. But I put the video together to try to help people. Just be strong about it if you're caught up in these kinds of things, and try to find a way out. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you love. I know. So this next clip is a clip right before I went into the courthouse. That ordeal was crazy. You know, I wasn't able to file it. They wouldn't let me file the restraining order. All because I didn't know her work phone number. Because, I mean, I know the general hospital number. That's it. I don't know how to get a hold of her. She's already advanced and moved around in different departments. I don't know these things. Like, I've been left in the dark about a lot of things in their lives. You know? So, the whole thing with TheraBits is just to try to show that you can talk about things. You don't have to be completely emotional and looking for pity, because I'm not even looking for pity. I did say in this next clip about the words that help bring a person up. I appreciate those, because it's a lonely planet. It's a lonely planet here. So I appreciate those kinds of words. But I'm not looking for pity. This is not what this TheraBits thing is about. It's just kind of growing and flowing. I don't know how it's going to go. It could go for a little bit and then fizzle out. I don't know. I just know I feel I need to do it. And that's generally how I operate. There's a compass that guides us. It tugs when you're going the wrong way. So, I know that because I've gone the wrong way a lot. Not on purpose. You get caught up in people and how they are. Even if you love them. Yeah. So what? But anyway, the next clip, I was at the courthouse trying to get this done. I couldn't get it done. I don't even want to tell you the experience of trying to wait to get it done. You know, I can't stand in line. I can walk. I can get there. It's a pain and it sucks, but I get there. It's a long walk. The walk from the parking lot to the front doors, holy crap. But anyway, waiting. Oh my God, people, they saw me because I had to go sit down because I couldn't stand no more. And they saw that I went to go sit down. And yet, every time it was going to be my turn to go in and file and stuff, they would just go. I'm getting up, I'm a long way from the door. The seats is nowhere near the line, so I don't know. It was aggravating. It took me a while to get inside there to do anything. And then not getting anything done was wholly even more frustrating. But anyway, I hope I'm not freaking people out with this TheraBits things. It's not a pity party. It's not an emotional party, even though sometimes I might be. I know I did a little live thing where I was caught up in it. I don't know. It sucked. It sucked because it was closed when I got there. And I had to wait almost an hour. They just barely closed. For lunch. So anyway, y'all, just be patient with 8-bit. I'm going through some things. I can get through it. It's going to be bumpy. And I appreciate everybody that's hanging around. It's even listening. I appreciate y'all. I still got this next clip. I went on too long on this one. So, whatever. Anyway, next clip. Hey, 8-bit here. I'm sitting in front of the courthouse. I gotta do something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do things the hard way. But people are just hard-headed. And I'm just tired of fighting. I'm tired of getting into that emotional loop that they try to get me caught up in. And it happened. I got caught up in a loop. My patience is a little shorter with them, especially. I don't know why I say them. It's one particular person, but that person kind of manipulates and controls the rest too. So I just try to have a conversation about things that need to be had, divorce and all that stuff, and things that need to be taken care of. But it wasn't happening. You ever have those conversations with people and they like to pick out this word, a word here, a word there, and you're arguing about something to do with that word that really has nothing to do with the whole of what you were talking about? That loop is constant. And the gaslighting. So I'm here at the courthouse. I guess I gotta file a restraining order because I don't want to do it no more. I don't want another day of this feeling like this. It's not so bad now, the residual, the aftermath. It's probably been 45 minutes to an hour now because the courthouse was closed when I got here for lunch. So I've had time to sit and kind of relax, and the shaking's not as like it was. But yeah, it got me spun up in ways I don't like to feel, and I'm just tired of doing it. So I guess I got to do it this way. I know I left an emotional decision, I guess, or is it? Because I've thought about this before, when I wasn't in an emotional state. I've even called about it and asked about it and what I needed to do. So it's not like a spur of a moment thing, it's not like a completely emotional decision. I was just caught up in it again. I was like, okay, I got to do this. I can't keep talking myself out of it. That's the problem I have. I keep talking myself out of it because I don't want to mess with people. I don't want to make things more complicated for them, even if they are messing up my life. I don't know why I care. But so yeah, I guess I don't know why I'm airing this on YouTube. I ain't got nobody else to talk to, I guess. This is kind of like my therapy. Sometimes you guys get in and chat. At least give a couple words, to hold a person up. Those kind of help, especially if you don't have any. I don't know. I tried to do a live about it. It's just really stuff to hard to talk about, especially to a bunch of people out there, y'all. Or maybe it's just hard for me to talk in in general, because I've been shunned to the side and or pushed to the side or however, and not able to be, you know, in that part where you can have those conversations and have lots of practice. I mean, I have typewriter practice. That's not the same though. I don't know. I could be rambling too.